So believe it or not, laminates are coming back into focus. They're starting to be a little bit more water resistant. They're not waterproof, but for children or dogs, laminates don't scratch. Well, you know what? It's the fall selling season. So relevancy is about what's on sale right now, at least for the retailers. So we have all hard surface on sale, all our carpet is on sale. We have finance offers, and you have to have finance offers today. 5 years, monthly payments, no interest. So that's pretty cool.
So, Cathy, why don't you introduce yourself to the Hired Done audience and tell them who you are, what you do, and name your company.
Well, I'm Cathy Buchanan. I'm from Independent Carpet One Floor and Home. We are in Westland, Michigan. Very easy to get to. We are a family-owned and operated flooring store. We cover everything that can go on your floors: carpet, vinyl, laminate, any form of hard surface, area rugs.
That's awesome.
Ceramic.
Oh, you do ceramic too?
We do.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's
And
right.
backsplashes. We never talked about that.
Well, we got today.
Okay.
We have a whole hour to fill. Have fun.
I'm excited.
So, if somebody comes to you and says, "Listen, I got my family coming for Thanksgiving. Can you get them in?"
Oh, by Thanksgiving? Absolutely. It's just
You better act now.
we're into like the third week of October right now for whether it be laminate or luxury vinyl floors or hardwood floors. It's insane.
You know what? Let's tell the listeners right now the difference between luxury vinyl tile, laminate, and let's use hardwood.
Okay.
So go hardwood first.
Okay. So hardwood, it's a natural product, comes
Right.
from a tree. Hello.
Yeah.
A lot of people have this misconception that they want a solid hardwood floor because the other kind of wood is fake.
Right.
And it's not. An engineered wood is a hard wood. It's
Right.
just actually here from Michigan, it's actually the more stable direction to go. So
Because
you don't
of the
get
weather.
because of the weather.
Climate
It's dry in the winter, very humid in the summer.
Sure.
With an engineered floor, you've got a lot more stability, with the wood moving in all directions. Plus, you can get a wider plank with an
Okay.
engineered floor.
And it's stronger too, right?
Well, it's more durable.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily mean.
Well, you don't really need strength because the strength is in the joints and the rest of the house. So,
Correct.
So, but what about the myth of, you can't ever sand those? You can.
Yes, you can. You can screen them. You can sand them.
Okay. Well,
And it depends on the lamella. The lamella is the very top layer that you visually see, no matter what the species is. And depending upon how thick that lamella is, yes, it can be screened. But with the finishes on hardwood floors today, with the aluminum oxide finishing, why do you want to change the color? I mean, you bought it for that look and that color. Why do you want to change it?
The lamella?
The lamella.
It sounds like a food. I'm kind of hungry.
I know. It's an Italian. It's Italian.
Really,
Doesn't
something?
it sound Italian?
Lamella. Let's get some lamella. I want to eat some lamella. Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. You might get splinters.
Okay, so now we know what the difference of hardwood is. Now,
Okay.
the next.
So you have a hardwood floor. They
Yeah.
have an appropriate position in a home. If you don't have dogs, if you don't have kids, if you don't want
High traffic.
it does add a lot of investment into a home.
Could
But
be
there's a
some wear
right
and tear.
place, there's a wrong place.
Sure.
So high traffic home, lots of kids, pets, dogs. You may want to find something that's a little bit more waterproof, easy to clean, maintain, wash and go kind of a thing.
Low
Kind of like my hair,
Right.
just wash and go. Luxury vinyl floors are fabulous.
Okay,
And
so
they are
luxury vinyl.
so
You
realistic.
say vinyl. What is that? Is it really vinyl?
It's vinyl.
Okay.
It is, but it's very, very realistic. It's funny.
You can't tell from 10 feet away. I promise anybody, if I held up a piece of oak that's finished and a piece of luxury vinyl tile that looks like oak,
Yep.
side by side, blindfold you like the Coke and Pepsi test, right?
Yep, if you lay it down on the floor,
You're not going
I can show customers a laminate, a luxury vinyl floor, and a hardwood. Lay it down on the floor. They don't know today.
Now, is luxury vinyl less or more than hardwood?
It's a little bit less.
Okay, so you can save some money.
You can save some
And
money.
the installation goes a little quicker too, right?
It does.
So far, there's a good advantage there.
Yeah.
And is it better for the environment because you're not chopping down trees, or not really?
You know what? That's a really good question. As far as being good for the environment, you're not chopping down a tree, just like you said. I think a lot of the products are recyclable today or made from recycled products. So I suppose so.
Okay.
I don't sell it that way, so I
No.
never thought of it. Great question.
Oh, there you see.
Oh, look at you.
That's why they call me the
I-
host.
I learned from Adam.
Right, which is good. So, okay, so you got luxury vinyl tile.
Yep.
You've got hardwood, and then the third one,
Laminate.
laminate. And
Or sheet vinyl,
remember the old
but laminate.
Pergo? Is that the same
Yes.
thing?
Pergo is
Is that a brand?
a lot of people thought that Pergo was like the laminate. And at that time, because it was so popular and it came from, Europe and moved here. Everybody just kind of considered it. That's what it was. It's like Levi's.
Yeah.
Jeans, Levi's. But today they've improved on the laminate floors. Laminate's
the
kind of
evolution of
died.
it.
The bad thing is the big box stores kind of killed laminate flooring by selling it for 89 cents, 99 cents. It just took away from, they killed the
So
product.
there's a little bit of a tarnished reputation of it.
There is, but I'm going to tell you, we have a laminate line that just came into our store a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Unbelievably
All right.
realistic.
Well, I want to learn more about that. We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Folks, keep it locked in here. Watch us on Facebook Live. Cathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One in studio with me, having a great time.
Always.
I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to Hire It Done on 97.1 The Ticket. Welcome back, folks. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Shout out to Complete Comfort Heating and Cooling in Grand Blanc.
Shout out.
They're listening. Thanks for listening and tuning in. So pretty soon, fall tune-ups are going to be coming in. You got to get tune-ups for your furnaces. So here's the deal, Cathy. You've decided you're going to do the big addition, the big kitchen, right?
Ooh.
And you just came from a party at a friend's house, and they have a brand new kitchen. You're like, oh, man.
So jealous.
Right? I need that. When people entertain, where do they hang out?
In the kitchen.
Right. So you decide you're going to do a kitchen.
Big or small.
Right.
They hang out in the kitchen.
Exactly. So you decide, all right, I'm going to get some names of people from friends, right? Because that's what everyone goes first.
Referrals are the best.
Right. And then, they're like, okay, and then I'm going to go to Hire It Done. And they do that as well, which is good. We love that. But what do you do when you call the contractor? Hi, Mr. Kitchen Designer, got your name from the Johnsons. You did a beautiful job in their kitchen, and I'm interested in doing a kitchen for me. So what should the response be from the owner of the company? Welcome. Thanks for calling. We do the best kitchens. I'm so excited to have you out, right?
Right.
So the key is, what should the homeowner ask over the phone before they even go to the showroom or have them come to the house?
Well, we have a lot of people ask if we're on the Better Business Bureau.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
I love that. And by the way, Cathy.
And then where can I look for reviews about your company? Because I only have one referral, and that was my best friend.
Right.
And I know she's really difficult to work with. So if you were able to work with her, you got to be able to work
Right.
with me.
You were able to please that lady.
You're mine.
Right. So that's a good start.
Yes.
And that's really
And where to
valuable.
go to look for reviews.
I like that.
Yeah.
And you know what? And that's really good advice. So for anyone out there listening right now, it's important that you listen to what Cathy's saying, because these are great information tidbits. It's even with Hire It Done. Because at Hire It Done, when we send you a contractor, we've checked the reviews, we've checked the license, we've checked the insurance, we've checked that they're a member of the Better Business Bureau, and we do all that, right? Did you know?
But it's up to you to do the same thing.
Yeah,
like
but-
the homeowner
right.
needs to do that as well.
Well, that's true. And to get a hassle-free home improvement, you do have to do your due diligence. However,
But to trust you, because
Correct.
you've interviewed me before we ever started having
Correct.
this wonderful relationship that we have.
yes,
You wanted to make sure that we were a qualified,
Yes.
certified, well-rounded business,
Right.
because you're referring us, and
You
it
have
comes
to have
back.
bragging rights.
It comes back on you if we fail you.
right, and it happens, and I hear it all the time. I get people say to me, "Hey, Adam, you gave me this contractor. My experience wasn't so great," and I'm actually interested in saying, "Well, what happened? I want to know." So, again, the point is, what now do you as a homeowner do on the phone before they invite them? So you got to say, "Well, I'm thinking of doing a designer kitchen or whatever."
You should ask how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
Find out how long it's going to take, because a kitchen remodel
Yeah.
can destroy your life for
Well-
3 months, 4 months,
Correct.
depending upon how large it is.
12 weeks is the average kitchen today.
12
from
weeks.
the time the homeowner
It
decides
feels
to buy.
like forever.
Yeah, well, that's 3 months,
but it
How many
feels
pizzas
longer.
eating out can you eat, because
Right.
your kitchen's taken out. So here's the thing. The question about how long should it take is a great one. But the other question I want people to ask, because remember, you haven't met the contractor yet, is how busy are you? Because some of the good contractors are like, yeah, I would love to help you with your kitchen.
Or when will
However,
this be able to start?
spring. We're taking orders for the spring. I'm like, what? Spring? It's September.
Yeah.
Well, if you want a great kitchen by us and you saw the job we did for your friend who's Mrs. Impossible,
Yeah, don't get your expectations that
Right.
it's going to start in a month. It might not.
and that's the thing. People Google and the answer comes immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You can't Google flooring immediately. You can't get it done immediately, right?
No, you know what? It's so funny because I have a client that came in right before Labor Day.
Yeah.
They just bought a home.
Yeah.
They're closing on their home on the 12th. They're going to get in by the 24th. they thought they would be able to pick a wood, have it delivered to us, acclimate it in their home, and installed before the 20th of September.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Right?
So I told them, let's just wait. We'll move the furniture for you.
Yeah, that's part of your job. It's,
I mean, we do it every day.
and they were
Not
like,
everybody
okay.
buys a new home. Everybody is living in a home more so.
Correct.
So
And so that's part of
people's
your job.
expectations are, they don't know. They've never done it before.
Right. And that's important. And I'm glad you said that. So the question is, you say to the contractor on the phone, how busy are you?
Right.
You know, and, you know, those are the type of the questions you want to know before you go to their showroom or you have them come to your house, because any home improvement should be designed in the home. I can come to Carpet One in Westland and I can pick out beautiful stuff, right? But you still have to come to my house and look and
see
make
if
sure.
that beautiful stuff that you like is really going to be appropriate.
Right. Is it going to
for the home.
fit? Is it going to be able to
Right.
go on the floor that I have? You know, we at Hired had a contract with the Detroit Land Bank, and we rehabbed like 200 homes recently. And it was funny because all the kitchens needed new floors. And the best part about these houses, they tell a story.
Mm.
And the reason why I'm saying it is because
There's history behind them.
7-8 layers of floor. Like you can see the original
Floor over floor over floor.
Right,
Now
right.
the joists are kind of like doing
But
one
you
of-
see, like from the 50s, the linoleum or the asbestos, and then the linoleum, and then a different type of then a tile, right? And you're like, whoa, So as you peel away layers, you're like, oh, this is the 60s.
Yeah.
Here we are in the 50s.
Absolutely. And then they used to put vinyl directly over the builder's floor.
Right.
And it was glued and it's down like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So it is what it is. But my point is that's how you got to know, because what if you're like, okay, I want this kitchen. We're ready to go now. And the contractor that did the kitchen for your friend, I can't start till March. So there you go.
Aw.
Don't go through the process of going to the showroom, meeting him, and spending all that time. That's why you got to ask that question on the phone right away.
It's a very good question.
And it depends. Listen, not everyone has the same budget. Do you offer financing?
That was
if
one
it's
I
a-
was going to recommend is financing.
So it's important. You guys offer financing, don't you?
We do. We have a lot of different varieties of financing, but coming up in about a week, we have, for the very first time, 60-month financing.
So 60
5
months
years.
is 5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? It makes sense.
Well,
that-
you know what? It's a big purchase.
It always has been.
Especially if
Always
it's a
has
hard
been.
surface investment, it's a big purchase today. So
Exactly. And I get it. And you know what? One of the things that when we pre-screen our contractors at Hard Done, and we have one of the most rigorous pre-screenings in the industry, because not only do we verify your license, we verify your insurance, we call your references, business and homeowner, both. We also go out and see the work. So if you think about that,
so why wouldn't everybody just trust you?
they do.
Oh, that's awesome.
They do. However, there's Angie's List, there's Home Advisor, there's Porch, there's all these other brands, and those are my competitors. And it's okay. I'm real. I'm a person. I'm actually from the home improvement business. That's what differentiates Hired Done. I'm a third-party endorsement.
There you go.
And love me or hate me, I don't care. You know what? I'm doing a service. You have been with Hired Done now 3 years, I think it is.
3 years.
And then you are you happy?
I'm very happy. Are you happy?
I'm clapping my hands because I'm happy and I know it. Yeah. So that's the point, right? It's building the relationships, and the goal for you and I is common. Make the homeowner happy. Because what happens is they brag
that's
about you. They
The
brag
end
about me.
result. That's why
Right.
we're in business.
And you know what? If contractors were so great, I wouldn't exist. Let's put it that way. It's really what happens. People would have to go to you, and they'd have to go to these other sources and figure it out. But hey, it is what it is. So let me ask you a question about your company, Cathy. And it's Cathy Buchanan from Independent Carpet One, folks, in Westland. The more you and I do business together, the more we interact. I have been learning a little bit more about the brand Karastan. And I didn't realize how high-end it is and how exclusive. I didn't realize, you're thinking, oh, you can get Trex, you can get Anderson Windows, Marvin, anywhere.
Right.
Karastan, you can't.
No.
So
it's
can you tell
selective.
everyone, what that means, and define the brand, and then how hard it is to be a Karastan dealer?
Well, Kirastan's been in business for 90 years.
Ooh.
So they started with area rugs, pattern rugs, beautiful woven rugs, and they still do that. But now they have wools, broadloom, nylons, triexta yarn system, which is the low VOC yarn system, very easy to clean and maintain. But they're beautiful, well-constructed, quality-driven products. But not everybody can have Karastan.
Right.
And how you do the rigorous testing with all of your contractors,
Sure.
we have to go through an interview process. They need to come to our showroom. They want to know, where this line is going, who's carrying it, what, if you are an honest and reputable company, it cannot be sold online. You can't sell it online. You can't sell it to somebody that just wants to call and price quote. They need to come into the showroom. They need to see the product. I would recommend that you come and see the product, touch it, feel it, step on it, take it home, take a look at the colors, but it's all quality. But it's not expensive. People think
Right, it's not.
Kerostan is, I can't afford that. Yes, you can.
Right.
There are a lot of different price points.
Well, that's the deal, and that's what people need to understand. That's why it's so good to have a showroom, because I tell the people, listen, if you're really ready to get flooring, just visit you, and guess what? They'll be like, oh my God, how many square feet is your showroom?
The showroom itself is 10,000 square feet. Our warehouse is 13,000 square feet.
Unbelievable. So
All
right.
under one roof.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we're going to talk about getting ghosted by the homeowner.
Such a shame.
Right? No, we're going to define it. We're going to argue
They're
it back
missing
and forth.
out
you
if
and
they
I.
don't call me back.
Right? It's all good. I'm Adam Helfman. You're listening to Hire It Done 97.1 The Ticket. Okay. So homeowner, let's use Hire It Done as an example.
Okay.
Homeowner goes to Hire It Done. They fill out they need flooring.
Yep.
It's a very good description.
Lead comes my way.
Comes to you. You call up and say, hi, I'm Cathy from Independent Carpet One.
We get a welcome email.
Right. And you talk
Delivered
to them.
my sales associate. My sales associate calls, talks with them, sets up an appointment. Come on into the store.
Okay,
Let
so
me
let's
show
say
you
this.
the showroom.
They come in, they walk around, they look at it, they love it. They invite your guy to come measure
Yep,
to
we
make
come
sure the
out and
pricing.
measure.
And the guy's like, okay. Now, does he give the price right then and there?
Well, it
Not
depends.
always.
So if one of the sales girls, like Jeannie, I'll use Jeannie as an example. She'll
Right.
sometimes go out to a home and actually quote right there at your kitchen table or in your, your living room. And
Which is the best way?
wine is always good, helps.
Both ways.
But I'm going to say 80% of the time, Tom
Right.
will go out and measure, take a
That
measure,
gets you an
take
exact
pictures, bring the measure back. Either Steve or myself will overlook the measure. We'll give it to the sales associate. Sales associate will work up a quote. The quote will either be talked over the phone or emailed to the consumer, whichever way they prefer.
Okay, so let's go right up to that point.
Okay.
There's the job site visit. Your people visit, confirm, measure, double measure, whatever it is, right?
Correct.
Now the next step is to get back with the homeowner with the price to say yes or no.
Correct.
Well, when
Via
the
email
homeowner-
or a
yeah.
phone call, yeah.
So you email the homeowner, no response. Then you call, leave a voicemail. Hi, Mrs. Homeowner. It's Independent Carpet One. We came out to your house last week. We emailed you the quote.
Do you have any
Yeah.
questions?
Is there any issues? We'd like
Right.
to get this started. We're booking through October now. Like to reserve a production spot for you. Please call us back. Nothing, right? And then you're like, wait a minute. I
Now, it
called
could be
and-
vacation.
Could be, right?
So that's very possible.
Well, that's the excuse that we build into our heads as
Right.
contractors.
Or something happened with
Yeah.
the family.
Right, okay.
Everything is spinning in our
Right.
head. Why aren't they calling back?
Right. They went on vacation. They were going back. Kids are going back to school. Maybe something happened, right?
Right.
Nothing. So 3-4 weeks go by. Then you're like, all right, you know what? One more time. I'll send a message. And then you're like, oh, you know what? She called me on her cell phone. Let me text her. Hi, it's Cathy from Independent Carpet One. Just checking. We've emailed, we called. Is everything okay? Question mark. Right. Not about the job, but you're asking if they're okay. Zero.
But then there has to be a point where you're like, okay, I don't want to be a pest.
Right.
I can't call anymore. I've called, I've emailed, I've texted, I've emailed, I've
Right.
called, I've texted again.
Homeowner
Where's that
ghosted.
point where you can't
Well, here's the
communicate any
thing.
further?
That's the problem. It's up to you to decide that.
Yeah.
I tell my contractors when a homeowner fills out the Hire It Done request and you get it, I ask and I say, blame it, Hire It Done. Blame Adam Helfman. Say it's Hire It Done's policy. I want you to email and call the homeowner 10 times. Now, that's like, some people are like,
Is
that's
that your
crazy.
rule?
Yeah, and the reason why is
10 times?
because that's how you get to, some people are busy, there's happenstance or whatever.
A
And
phone
then-
call is much better than an email.
Well, I say email and call.
Oh, okay.
Up to 10 times. And here's what I'm saying. Homeowner's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you hacking me? Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Homeowner. Listen, Hire It Done
But
is a
you said
policy.
you wanted flooring.
Right. And we're instructed by Adam to call you till you tell us no. Up to 10 times. Blame me. Let them get mad at me. I'll take the blame. Because to be honest with you, if you do a study, most contractors call 2 or 3 times and that's it. The 5th, 6th, 7th time is when you start to get responses. 8, 9, and 10, you double your response. People are like, you know what? This person,
But tell me, why do you think it takes so long for the consumer to call back? Were they serious when they reached out to you?
well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for them serious. Look, I'll give you an example. We have a roofer, Tittle Brothers, right?
Yes.
He's been with Hire Done, one of the longest contractors. He does a ton of business. He's a great contractor, A+ around everywhere, right? And he's, originally when I said to him, I said, Greg, you got to call these people more sometimes. He's like, okay, well, he instructed his people. All of a sudden, the response went right through the roof. And that's proof in the pudding. So if he's willing to, implement best practices, which he does, then everyone should. And and again, I've had one homeowner say to me, your people called me too many times. You know what? All you had to do was answer one time and say, I'm not interested anymore. And they'd stop.
Right.
Okay. So
Communication, that's key.
Thank you.
Hello.
The nucleus of all home improvement, and I beat it up all the time, is communication between the homeowner and the contractor.
And you know what?
Please.
There are so many facets of communication today. There's no reason why you can't call back or email back or text back or
Yeah.
send a letter in the mail. People still do open letters in the mail.